Well, ahoy Cruise Nerds, welcome back to DCL Cruise Nerd channel. As promised, this vlog is all about the French Market Inn. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. Alright, Cruise Nerds, so like I mentioned, this is going to be about the French Market Inn. I'm mainly going to do the tours of the inn itself, as well as two of the types of rooms that the French Market Inn offers. To kind of give you a brief history, also I will put the history down below, as well as the website, so if you do decide that you want to stay here, you can, and take a look at the pricing as well. Now, this particular hotel is called the French Market Inn, like in the title and like I keep mentioning, and this dates back to 1722, 301 years ago. So just amazing how this inn looks so beautiful, and it shows so much history, and like the exposed brick and the wood and whatnot. It's definitely beautiful. The pricing will run around $150 or so, depending on the time of year you go and during the week or the weekend and whatnot. So definitely take that into consideration. Now, it is about 40 feet away from the Mississippi River, because at the time of the bakery, it would import and export goods. Now, fast forward to 1830s, when a baroness decided to purchase the bakery from the Droe family, and she had this idea to make an inn for friends and family to come and visit. However, it was definitely well known beyond that with the Creole families that lived in the area, as well as visitors from the cosmopolitan city of New Orleans. And also, there has been a history of ghost sightings or spirit sightings, depending on how you want to take a look at it. And there also has been sounds from the old system that was part of the bakery back in the day when they were importing and exporting goods. And it was actually the pulley system, the old pulley system, so you could hear a lot of the pipes banging and whatnot. Now, of course, I did not see any ghost sightings, but of course, I did hear some things, but of course that could be just my imagination getting the best of me. And as they say in Princess and the Frog, we have friends on the other side. And it was definitely worth the price that we paid for it at the time. But like I said, I'm going to put the website down below and also the history, so you can kind of have an idea of what the history is like for this particular inn. And I will say, with where it is located, centrally located for the French market or the French Quarter, I will say, you know, it's definitely local, or like centralized. It's about 30 minutes from the airport to this particular hotel, and then it's about 20 minutes roughly to the port terminal. So it's definitely centralized, depending on how you want to look at it. And it is near the St. Louis Cathedral, in Jackson Square, which is a well-known local spot, and also definitely a lot of history there as well. So, and also you can jump on the trolley and go down to the aquarium. So I definitely think this is one to look into. But in the meantime, Cruise Nerds, go ahead and enjoy a little bit of the tour of the French Market Inn. Nerds. So today, like I said, we are staying at French Market Inn. It's on Decatur Street. Now I am going to give you a room tour of a windowless room here, room 448, and it has a skyliner, but it does not have like an actual window where you can see out. But here we go. See you in a minute. Okay, yeah, it is electronic. Okay, so when you first come into this one, this is 2 queen beds, and this is a beautiful, beautiful room. And you can see the exposed brick, which is a definite bonus. And then they have a picture of New Orleans with the cathedral, which is a very, very, very popular building here. And then you have a light switch for this one right here. And then this one, like I said, 2 queen beds. This is a standard room. 2 queen beds, no window whatsoever, but it does have a skyliner. And look at the ceiling here. It is beautiful, and it, like I said, the history, you can definitely see the history here. And then it has a desk right here, and it has a coffee machine, and it has a mirror right here. Hi guys. And then we also have a temperature gauge here, and then they have coffee, which is nice, a desk, chair, drawers, and some storage right here, which we're not going to use because we're only here for the night. And then the TV and some lamps, and then a table right here in between the beds. And then we also have a little miniature closet, which I'll show in just a second. And then a nice little chair right here, which is comfy. Now let's go check out the bathroom real quick. Alright, Cruise Nerds, so here is the bathroom. Now this just has a shower, which looks nice. Then here is the mirror, towels, shampoo, the whole 9 yards. Oh, they're pretty little rose. Oh yeah. You can fit 2 or 3 people in here. Alright, Cruise Nerds, and this is a king size room, king bed room 444. Okay. Now, there's plenty of space here. The one switch, of course. And then a mirror, which is nice. It's definitely a nice touch. And then the TV and desk and everything. And then there's also cabinet space. And this is kind of giving you an idea. There is an ironing board. And then a safe, if you're staying a few days. And this is the same in both rooms. So this is what it looks like. But it's definitely a cute cabinet. And then coffee maker here too. And then, like I said, this is a king size bed. Okay. So this is also a windowless room. And I love the exposed ceilings and the exposed brick. That definitely gives it that New Orleans charm. And then the bathroom is the same as it is in our room for the night. And then there's chargers, and to kind of give you an idea, this is what the chargers look like. So, but yeah, it definitely has that New Orleans charm and definitely a lot of history. Alright, Cruise Nerds, I do hope that you enjoyed that tour of the 2 rooms that we had, as well as a tour of the French Market Inn as a whole. I will say, for us, it was definitely a nice stay. It was definitely a beautiful little inn. It definitely, like I said, it has a history. It has this homey vibe, but it was a nice day, and the accommodations were amazing and whatnot. But of course, it depends on what you and your family like or prefer. But I will say it's definitely a very accessible to get to and from, depending on where you're going. And there's a lot of coffee shops in the area as well, as y'all saw in my other vlogs. But I do hope you enjoyed that tour. And if you have any questions about the French Market Inn or information, definitely post your questions below in the comments section, and I will definitely answer them the best I can. But in the meantime, cruise nerds, have a great and magical day, and I will see y'all real soon on board.